You a happy dog? I gave him a fish to eat. A skipjack. That's good stuff, ain't it? That is the moon. That is not the sun. That is the moon. And this morning when it was on the other side of us and going down, it was as bright too. The last couple of days it's been outrageous. With the snow in the woods and the near full moons and bright moons, you can see, pretty much like it's daytime out there in the woods today. At the middle of the night, it's bright.
Yeah, got me wide open. Got a 45 on him, and he pushing about 102. Always smoking something. He ain't worried about nothing, 'cause he ain't got nothing to lose. I got a thing for the hard liquor on ice, short days and long nights, Marlboro's out the window. Middle finger to the sky, say you wanna get dangerous. Now you're speaking my language, I forgot what your name is, so I'ma call you mine. I'ma call you mine. Got me wide open. Got a 35 on him, and he push about 102. Always smoking something. He ain't worried about nothing, 'cause he ain't got nothing to lose. I done a thing for the wild ones, wild ones. I got a thing for the wild ones, lucky you.
It's a weird thing to float on water, to have my boat be on water and not be able to drink it. But it's still, thinking about it is one thing, but then having it be part of your everyday life, the fact that I have to go and fill this up at a marina, and then what I do is I take my little jug, I fill this up, and I take the marina water, haul it here, and then I dump it into that container and I put it in my Berkey, and then I can drink it when it comes out of the Berkey. That's a lot of work considering the water's right there. It is, it's all around me, okay? So what we're gonna try to do today, this is not a toaster. I know it looks like a toaster. One of my friends said it looks like a toaster, and she's right. It will purify water, and it's made to actually grab out of a river or a stream. So this is designed to do exactly what we're doing. And better than that, it doesn't need to be, it charges with a USB, but it has its own battery. So in theory, you could just turn it on, right? So we're gonna try this. See if it'll save me time. Kind of excited. So the first thing I need to do is run it for 10 minutes. First of all, see if it works. Then run it for 10 minutes to prime it. And I'm just going to stick the hose in the water right outside the window. Then after 10 minutes, I have two hoses coming out of here. One is drinking water, and one is palatable water, which to me is like dishes. You could do your dishes with it. But we're gonna run it for 10 minutes to prime it. I like experiments. This is fun. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee. Where's my creamer? Creamer. Everyone tells me this creamer is gonna kill me. I believe you. I know it's wrong. I gotta die of something. You have to die of something, right? Ooh, we have a leak. That's not good. The cord was absolutely not pushed in all the way. I hear it. You can hear a little like someone blowing bubbles through a straw is what it sounds like. Yeah. Cool. And then I wonder how much it can fill, how much water will go through it on each charge. There's a bunch of questions I have. It comes with 2 filters, and you just hand screw them in. One's a hybrid filter and one's a RO. I don't know what RO stands for. Yeah, we'll check back. I'll make some coffee with it. Alright, so I've been thinking about this now. I let this run for 10 minutes, and the white one is supposed to be drinking water, so I'm going to collect drinking water in this other canister, just like that one. The 5-gallon jug that's down here actually has a crack in the top corner of it. So I don't really use this for anything other than dumping water. I use it like a bucket. I don't carry or haul water that way with it. So my thought is a couple of things here. One, this is how much water is coming out, so you can see it. It's a constant flow. And there's a little bit more than that coming out of the blue pipe. So here's my thought. Let's think about this here. I currently wash my dishes with river water, and I shower with river water. So this blue pipe that is making palatable water, and it's suggesting that you can do dishes with it. I don't know that there's a need for me to collect this water, because over the last 5 years I've acclimated to just using river water for doing dishes and stuff. I wonder. I will tell you, having this thing run, like if I just left and this thing ran for an hour and I came back and these were full jugs, that would completely save me from going to the marina. Alright, it's been a while. I figure I should try to drink this water. I'm not coming out with you. It's freezing cold, dude. I'll be out in a minute. So that's how fast it's filling. It's not like super quick. It's something where you just leave it on and just go away. Come back after a hike. But you know, these little drips like that accumulate, so maybe it would be quicker than I think. Look at so. Doesn't smell like anything. Tastes good. There's absolutely no particulates in it whatsoever. Like you don't taste. It's just yeah. Huh. And it's cold because it's from the river. Like it's freezing cold. I don't have to put it on anything. It's really good. You want to go fishing? Yeah. This is 100% rubber boot weather. This is, honestly, this is Tennessee. Tennessee winters, to me, coming from Wisconsin, this is my view of them. There are sometimes 3 or 4 days where it gets to be something that's like cold or considered winter. Most of the time during the day it gets above 40 degrees or 45 degrees, and sometimes it's sunny. So someone from Wisconsin views that as like spring and fall weather, basically. But the next couple of days is going to be well below zero and real winter. So we're going to catch some fish. River! What are you doing? We're gonna go fishing. He's following the fishing line in the water. You're a weirdo, River.
He was named by my grandma, she got it from the Bible, and he passed it on to me. Like my granddaddy's rifle raised me up like sweet corn, created a disciple, yeah, I fought it like hell he became a rival. Yeah, I tried to be different, trying to go against the grain, didn't make no difference, I just seen it up the same, I've never known it, yeah, 'cause everyone's headed. You wanna change my name, gotta drink my blood, God, I am my father's son. Yeah, I left town just to get out of the shadow, and he sent me a 20 just to get back on the saddle. I put up a good fight, but I didn't win a battle, as if a tree don't grow very far from the apple. I've been
Who's here? So it is below freezing right now. It's gonna drop another 12 or 14 degrees. The high is gonna drop 12 or 14 degrees. So the warmest it's gonna get tomorrow is around 18 degrees, 16. So it's gonna be cold. I cut a bunch of firewood. I went and filled up our diesel tanks, and I ran the generator to charge up the diesel battery, the diesel heater battery, and I taped up the back. River just took off through that field. You see that? This back door lets a bunch of wind in, and even if it's not letting the wind in, it's the way that other holes let air out. So I just taped it. So there's no wind coming in that back door at all. It's taped at the top and the bottom. And I'm just going out the front door now. Using the front door to leave. Look at the inside of this cypress. Pretty cool, huh? Riv! Now this little guy has been around this little bay the entire time, and he comes right up to the boat at night and fishes right alongside the boat. Good little dude. I feel bad for him that it's, 10 degrees out and he's just doing his thing, but he spends most of the day sitting in the sun, and then at night he crawls right next to the river and fishes. Yeah, it is a bitter north wind. We're not in the best spot, but we're tied up really good, so I'm not going to move anywhere. We got some firewood cut. Got the generator sitting level in case we need it. Everything's charged up, so we should be good for a few days without any generator. And the solar is plugged in. I sealed everything on the boat that I could seal it with foam spray and tape. Back door is sealed up. I'm not using the back door at all. And we just got done grilling chicken, so I'm gonna go eat dinner inside. And yeah, everything's freezing. It's already, let me see here, 17 degrees right now, and everything's cracky and frozen. Yeah. He thinks there's some kind of animal on the boat because the cracking noise of the ice. But yeah, we're frozen in. Alright, so this is a question I get asked a lot, and I might as well just show you it. So, the water here goes up and down more than on average 8 inches a day, but more than a foot in some cases. The other day it actually went down 2 feet in one 24-hour period, which meant this, if you look at the height of 2 feet, we went from where the boat was sitting up, way over here down to here. How do we deal with that? So right now I woke up, and even though it doesn't look like, it looks like we're on water, the back corner of the boat is actually touching land. So we're going to loosen that rope. We're going to loosen that rope and push that end out. And you'll see how far it drops. It'll drop a good 2 inches. You almost don't need to tie off the boat because it's frozen in place. so this is where we're at. The sun is up and it's shining on the boat, so I've been able to turn down the diesel heater and turn off the little buddy. These are cormorants. I was wrong when I said they were loons in the last video. They're cormorants. But when you look at them, you can see why I made that mistake. But they are definitely cormorants. So this is where we're at. It is 13 degrees right now. The sun is out. I don't know why the cat's out, but I tried both motors. They both start with no problem. They don't care, but you can't shift them and you can't turn them. They're frozen, like the lines are frozen. So even the outboard Honda won't shift. So even if I wanted to break through the ice, I couldn't. That's something that I've talked about before. Oh, there was a mouse. Or there was some kind of animal on the boat, because look at, they pulled a bean can out of the garbage right there. Huh. Something got on the back of the boat. So yeah, we broke up this ice, and I was trying to move the boat away from shore so we were floating again. And we were kind of up on the sand right there. After the sun hit the pontoon and heated up the pontoon, the boat just shifted right off anyways without any help or anything. But in that process, I had started both motors, and neither of them will go into gear. You just can't, like you would apply too much force to the lever where it would break. So I'm going to wait until the sun is sitting on the dinghy. I'm going to wait until the sun's hitting both the motors and see what happens when we start them. But that's, unfortunately, that's part of, you can run an outboard motor till it's 5 degrees. But if there's any kind of condensation or moisture in the system, it's not going to let you shift or steer. I can't steer the houseboat. The hydraulics are all frozen up. The steering wheel doesn't want to turn. Yeah. So, yeah, this whole area is frozen. And it's getting thicker, so this is day one, waking up, being frozen in. I have enough supplies to last a while, and I have enough people that go out on the river that if I needed something, they could drop it off, so that's not a concern. So the water level dropped just a little bit, which made the ice along the shoreline here crack. And it made that that went across all the water. And then this now has no water underneath it. It's on air. The river's stepping. Don't go in the water. Yeah. So this is all going to crack and raise and go up and down too. So this is going to be interesting. There's a lot of noise going on. Yeah, so something grabbed this out of the garbage. Some kind of animal. But now, okay, so the boat is floating, which is what you want. If it's going to freeze, we want it to be level. I don't want it to be up on shore. So I loosened the ropes and pushed us off. Yeah, river, I know there's a barge there. Everybody knows there's a barge there. I don't really make any kind of statements about politics or the government or any of that stuff. I pretty much moved out here so I don't have to deal with that kind of junk. Fact is, the other day I woke up and TikTok was turned off. I get a monthly paycheck from TikTok. On the 16th of every single month, they write me a check. It kind of pisses me off that somewhere thousands of miles away someone can sign a piece of paper and all of a sudden I lose my job. I lose my income. Just pissing me off. So what's next is a couple of things that I found on TikTok that you wouldn't be able to see if it was gone. Same thing with my paycheck.
Behold, my field unto which I grow my fucks. Notice that it is barren, for I have no fucks to give.
She lies and says she's in love with him. Can't find a better man. She dreams in color. color he dreams in red. Can't find a better man.
Living in a camp, going to bed when it gets too dark to read, and waking up when the sun comes through my window. I don't own an alarm clock. You know, a good day is when no one shows up and you don't have to go anywhere.
I like me.
To my own bread, everything. I've lost 45 pounds and I'm active all of the time. I scuba dive almost every day. Retail therapy and Amazon are a thing of the past. To get an Amazon package here can take a month to 8 months to get. So you just don't buy anything, which means I hardly spend anything. I live on a fraction of what I did in the United States. And that means instead of selling my time to others to make money to buy things that it turns out weren't really making me happy anyway, I can devote my life to doing things and experiencing things and having adventures. It's a much simpler life, but it's much more meaningful.
The reality is that nothing is yours to keep forever. So you borrow time, love, and joy. You check them out like books from a library, and you try not to spend your life mourning moments in time or missing people who are never yours to keep. Instead, you cherish each page you turn. You stain some with tears. You are filled with joy on others, and when it is over, you place the books back on the shelf, and you cry for the end of one story while you pick up the next book. This is how you begin again. The reality is that nothing is yours to keep.
These were real people. These are absolutely real people. Making a real paycheck. Entertaining other people. No one here was selling a product. They were giving wisdom away in exchange for your interest. So a commercial could be played before and after something that they've created. This is not something that should ever be taken away. It seems like it's something that should be an absolute right.